Hey guys, McJeffries here, and welcome back to the McJeffries network on OpenTTD. And look at this, we've got train movement. The only reason we've got train movement, I should point this out almost immediately, the whole system is, I wouldn't say messed up, just very difficult to control. Basically, I, like most people, like to leave their systems running. So this is kind of the setup that I had, although the trains were running a lot more efficiently. I then went to bed. So today is Monday. I'm actually recording this on the day it gets uploaded. Normally I record it the day before. Today is Monday. So yesterday, Sunday, all of this was working perfectly. And I even made a couple of tweaks, changed a couple of timetables, made it even more perfect, I thought. Left it overnight, woke up this morning, everything was wrong. There were trains coming in from the north here of Playfingfield that shouldn't be coming in from the north of Playfingfield. So some of the Class 91s were coming in from the north. I've absolutely no idea why. I think someone just came through the letterbox then. What I do know is that all of these lines here were full. All of these platforms were full. All of these platforms were full. All of these platforms were full. These two platforms were full. All of these platforms here at the turnback were full, and it was just a mess. So I've had to go through and clean it all up. Same issue with the RER station. I've had to go through and clear all that up as well. Massive headache having to do that. I've actually removed some trains from that system in the hope that that will make it run a little bit more efficiently. I've got some plans to make Playfingfield a little bit more efficient as well in the future. But we'll come back to that, because today is the big day, everybody. Not episode 100. No. That is still Friday. Today is the day that we finally add freight to the network. Now, before everyone gets excited, when I say freight, I mostly mean mail trains. But you know, that's a type of freight. It's certainly worth more than passengers. Well, it used to be worth more than passengers. Is it still worth more than passengers? Let's get the right graph, shall we? Cargo payment rates. There we go. So passengers, mail. Massive difference. Massive difference. So yeah, today we're going to be doing mail. But we have to do some additions to the line before we can start adding mail trains. Most notably, and I'm currently scanning my way down this main line here. These platforms here at Guard City St. Michael, I think this one would be. Well, I might do it as St. Peter, because St. Michael's massive anyway. Doesn't really need that much more going on here. So this is probably the St. Peter mail platforms. It's really not relevant, to be perfectly honest, because it's all one big station anyway. It's just for my clarity's sake. So I'm going to be doing some of this, like that, and then I'm going to be doing some tracks going across. We'll do one like that. We'll do one here as well, and one like that because we're good sports. Same in the opposite direction. So I'm going to be a bit lazy this time. I'm just going to do one big crossover there, one crossover there, and one big crossover there. Very nice. Now here, I'm going to come back to the signalling in a second, because here we're going to have some big tunnels. Let's see. Yeah, they're going to come out level with these, I would say. I think. Yes. 2, 3, and 4. Good. Right, and then from here, things get a little bit interesting. The mail trains are going to have their own depot. That's going to be built out here in the sticks. Well, I say in the sticks. This is, I think this actual area here is still part of Greater Guard City, but it's like the countryside part of the city, if that makes any sense whatsoever. But we're going to have a big depot site somewhere around here. We're also going to have 2 signals in that direction like that, and 2 signals in this direction like this, which does mean we can have some more crossovers going on. These probably are totally unnecessary, but might as well throw them in because we can. We're then going to put some waypoints down about here. Send Peter waypoint number 7. There we go. And this is going to be changed. Whoops. This is going to be changed. There we go. Sent Peter goods platform. Like that. Very nice. Now once we get out here, as I say, we're entering the sticks at this point. So one of the first things I want to do is build a very crude junction somewhere, probably here. Looking at the available site, and that's I'm gonna have to move this signal like that. There's a very creaky door. I apologise if you can hear that. That is not my door, it's my parents' door, and it is very annoying just hearing it creak. Right, tunnel, like so, and this is going to come along like this. Now, I did have a plan for how I wanted this to work, but then I actually looked at the landscape and realised that the plan probably wasn't going to work with the land being how it was, which is a bit of a pain, but I'm not too upset. The fact is, as long as I can still get my trains running through here, I'm not overly bothered about the overall landscape. But here we're going to have another set of crossovers. I'm going to do a big one like that, because again, why not? Little one there, little one there, little one there. We'll do another little one there, and there. And we won't do any others there, but we will do one there like so, and one there like so. Cool. And then here we'll go, oops, oh, I might as well do that, why not? And then this will connect to this. Right, this is where things get a little bit interesting. So that one's all connected up. It's all very nice, all very lovely. Now I'm going to do a second connection over here, like that. You're going to go up and over like this, like that. All very good. And I'm going to connect this one up like this. Which again, very good. Very nice. Do that and do that. Perfect. And then here we're going to have our little crossovers. So let's see. We'll pop that one there, and that one there. Good, good. Upgrade this, upgrade this, and this. And that one. Perfect. Have I done that over here? I don't think I've done that over here yet, have I? No. That one, and that one. Good. Right. So that's those two done. We can now, in theory, run mail trains down those two main lines. Nice and done. The only thing we haven't done yet is this side of things. Now you'll see I am not using electrified for this because this is a non-electrified route, so it makes sense to not use electrified trains. Otherwise they're going to get onto this part of the line and then they're just going to grind to a halt because there's no power. So because I'm not that stupid, I'm not going to submit myself to that kind of fail. What I am going to do though is extend this down, like so. And like that. And like that. Why not? And then here, I'm also going to connect that one up like that. And in fact, if I get rid of that, and instead replace it with... Come on. No. Behave. There we go. Pop that in. No. There. Yeah. Something like that. Should do it. Alrighty, so here we're going to have a big depot site. Just want to check. How long is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so this we're going to make 5. Yeah, I didn't think that would work. Alright, hang on. Start with this side. Like so. Oh, that door. I'm going to go shut it in a second. It's really driving me up the wall. I hate creaky doors. They're just so damn annoying. Right, that's all of them done. Something tells me I should make this double track. Or at least have a passing loop. I'm going to put a passing loop in here. I should probably electrify that too. That would be smart, wouldn't it? Because I'd like lots of freight trains running in... sorry, lots of mail trains running in lots of different directions to different destinations. The only downside with that is... Can the network actually support that? My hope is yes. My fear is no. It struggles to support the number of passenger trains, never mind the number of freight trains. We haven't even started with proper freight yet. What's going to happen when the coal trains and stuff come in? The whole thing's probably going to fall flat on its backside. Anyway. This is something I discovered. Where are the buffer stops in the other direction? Oh, we got that one. We got that one. But they don't go in the other direction. It's quite annoying. Unless I'm missing something. What about marshalling yard? Do they have buffers going the other way? They sort of do. Like that. But as you can see, I mean, they kind of line up. They do kind of line up. I'll give them that. How about that? Ah, that's better. Alright, we'll use that instead. And then I need to go and de-electrify the ones that are non-electrified. Just all of these. And in fact, I've put... I move this up one. Like that. Move all these signals up one. Like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. That kind of implies that this is where the mail gets delivered to, even though it's not going to be where the mail gets delivered to. It's not a lot I can say about that, to be honest. Two, 3, 4. Right. So you're mail E, and you are mail D for diesel and electric. Those of you who aren't aware what D and E stand for, though I'm sure that that's not the case at all. As I say, all of my viewers are bright, intelligent people, so there's absolutely no chance that... Well, I'm not even going to say it. It doesn't even need to be said. That's how confident I am of it. Anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just for symmetry's sake, we'll line that up. And the diesel one. Where should the diesel one go? I guess 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll join you up there. And we'll join you up there. Something like that, I suppose. Now, the diesel one is going to link up in two different directions. So you can see at the moment we have this one that runs all the way through here and off down this way. Although I do need to upgrade you and you. That's fine, that's lovely. We also need to do it for this direction as well, because the diesel line is the only line here that actually extends in both directions, not just one. So from here we're going to extend this line this way, so you're going to come out the tunnel here, you're going to come down here. We are going to put a passing loop in here, like so. Let's do that properly, there we go. And we're going to pop signal there, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, good. Well, actually, I'm going to make that one longer, just in case we do decide to extend the station. If we do decide to put longer trains in, it would make sense to have this ready equipped to handle longer trains. So there we go. And then we're going to make it come along this way a little bit more, and then we're going to have it come across here. And I've messed myself up. Back one. One there. Come on. One there. One there. And one there. Perfect. And once again, we'll upgrade some signals. So you and you. You and you. Nice. Done. Okay. Let's get some trains running, shall we? So, first of all, let's do some diesel ones, because I think the diesels will have a longer run. And I kind of like that. So let's go and grab some diesel trains. Now, I'm very sort of caught in two minds as to what I want, what diesel trains I want here. Because I think a little bit further down, some of these might actually make more sense in terms of speed and stuff, but they only carry passengers. The only thing you can change is the livery. You can't actually change what the cargo is. So with that in mind, there is an electric vehicle, which I will show you in a second, which is purely... oh, that might be good. Yes. Let's go with that. It's short and sweet. Goes 125 miles per hour. Perfect. There is an electric vehicle which is specifically for... Okay. Specifically for... Let me get the words out. There is an electric vehicle that is specifically for goods or mail. That will be the next sort of target, or the target that I'm going to use for the electric track. Right now, for the diesel, we're going to have to use this HST, which is fine, because I only plan on having these trains stop at main stations. The mail trains will stop at main stations, then there'll be sort of lorries that will do the rest of the route. So I'm okay with that. So this is going to go to St. Peter goods platform, like so. It's then going to load up at Guard City St. Peter / St. Michael. From there, it's then going to run to here and here. And then from here, you're going to run through St. Peter through. And you're going to go through this tunnel here, through this tunnel here. Now, I wanted it to stop at St. John. Problem with that being, I want it to be quite a long layover. And we don't really have that that capacity for it here, because there's going to be loads more trains running through here soon. So I don't really want to compromise it. So I think we're actually going to skip out St. John. There's also a change I want to make very quickly. I need to find the right one. There you are. Okie dokie. This is totally irrelevant to the actual episode today, but I just want to do it now whilst I remember. So basically, from Houston, I want to change the speed limit to 60 miles per hour, running through the city. And then, whoops, not that one. And then once you've gone through St. Peter/St. Michael, you can scooch again. Go as fast as you like. Autofill that. Cool. Right, so you're going to go straight through here. And I'm pretty sure you're going to go straight through Houston as well. So your next stop will be Dartbourne. And then after Dartbourne, your next stop will be Fenninghead Cross. Forgot the name of the damn station then. Fenninghead Cross. It's a long way. I always forget how long the journey is between Dartbourne and Fenninghead. And yet we built it all in one go. It's quite incredible, that. And then Laughing Way. Yep. And then see, here's a tricky one. Do I stop at yeah, I'm going to stop at Lenford. Why not? And Denwell. Like so. And then from Denwell all the way through to Pronworth. Except we're going to have a special platform at Pronworth as well. We are going to use... Let's see. I think if I convert these two... we can use this. So that and that. This will be where goods run to as well. That and that. And then all of this. Right the way up to there. Okie dokie. We'll pop back up here quickly to single-sided platforms. Make sure this is all nice again. So that, schedule, CTA, benches. Cool. Back down to fixtures because I've realised I've messed up slightly. These ones, that and that. Get rid of that and that. Right. Here's going to be Pronworth goods. Pronworth goods platform. Done. Alright, so you're going to go there and there. And then from Pronworth you're going to come back down this way to Denwell. And then to Lenford. And then to Laughing Way. And then Fenninghead. And then the really long journey to Dartbourne. All the way down here. And then from Dartbourne, I do actually want to put a waypoint there. Both of these for Houston. So let's see, you're going to go from St. Peter through, and you're going to go via Houston. Yep, and then after Dartbourne, you're going to go via Houston. Bit more on that in a second. All the way through here like this. Skipping out St John. We will have a mail service stop at St John, but we'll go for the main platforms rather than the annex platforms. Forgot the damn name of it then. Right, you're going to come all the way through like this. You're then going to go via mail D to the mail depot, and then you're going to come all the way through here to goods platform and St Peter / St Michael. I could do the stop here, but I would rather use this for passenger trains. We've got these goods platforms for a reason, we might as well use them. And then after that you're going to go to here, 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 and here. Okay. Service. You are going to be far end, far end, far end, far end. Okay, this one is going to be no loading. You're all good. You're going to be no loading, no unloading. Like so. You're going to be no loading, no unloading. Like so. Same here. Where are we? Same here. No loading, no unloading. And same here. No loading, no unloading. Okie dokie. We're going to do all this. Now this I'm going to do at 1,000. Gives it plenty of time to actually load up properly. So each one of these is going to be 1,000 except for these two mail depots here, which are just going to be 100 because it's a simple case of swapping ends. Same with this one. You're just going to be swapping ends. And this one I'm only going to make 500 because we're only unloading, so we don't need the extra time to load up again. You're going to remain... Actually, I'm going to do this to 500 as well. You're just going to be 100. And you're going to be... Actually, yeah. You're going to be 2,500. You're going to be 2,500. Okay. And I've missed out an order. Here. You're also going to go through St. Peter through, even though you're going to go through there anyway. The reason I'm doing that is so I can put a speed limit on. So from here, 60 miles an hour, and from here, 60 miles an hour. Just to get that proper speed limit going. Okay, now I need to set you all up for mail. Okay, this is not quite how I wanted it to go. We're going to need a new type of train. The high speed carriages don't work. What if I just tried a mail carriage? You go on. That's really annoying. You carry passengers, don't you? Mail, sorry, not passengers. Don't tell me I'm going to have to do it like that. That sucks. That train looks horrible. That might be the only way I can actually get away with this. I believe I just refitted you to carry mail. So why are you still telling me passengers? Alright, hang on. Get rid of this train. I need a train that can only carry mail. We do have one. I remember seeing it. It's white. Unless I hid it. I might have hidden it. Oh, that's frustrating if I've hidden it. Alright, what about you? If I fit you... Right, you can only carry passengers. even though it says refittable. That's a lie. Are you kidding me? I did not realise it would be this difficult. Alright then. For the diesel then, we're going to have to go for a 67 and mail carriages. Which I didn't particularly want to do, but people wanted loco hauled passenger services. Actually, talking about passenger hauled services, I added a new loco hauled service between GSG and the station that we extended to, was it last episode? Down that little 2-track main line. It's a semi-fast service, but it's just loco hauled. People wanted to see loco hauled, so I gave them what they wanted. I think it's pretty cool. I like being able to do that. And actually, before this episode ends, I have a rather interesting opportunity for people to get involved with. Basically, I want to franchise these lines. So I want to try and make each main line have a different livery. For that to work though, I do need ideas for names of companies. And that's where you guys come in. Because I'm just doing this really quickly. GSM P/MI to how many? 6. So I know there's people out there who want to be in this series. You know, they want to be is immortalized the right word? They want to be in the series, involved in the series in one way or another. So here's the opportunity. Each one of these main lines I want to franchise out and try and come up with a different livery for each line. So originally I was going to do it so that people who donated to me via Patreon or PayPal or Twitch alerts would get to choose their franchise. But I don't particularly... as much as I need that money, or as much as I'd like that money, I don't feel right saying to people you can only be involved if you pay money. So I want to open it up to people who donate. I do still want to open it up to that, but I also want to open it up to sort of loyal viewers. So if you've been watching the series for a long time, and I know who you are if you have been, so don't try and say that you have been when you haven't. Loyal viewers, I want you to say which main lines you want me to name in your honour. So, at the moment I'm only doing it as one per viewer as well, so don't ask for more than one because you won't get it. But we have the main lines out of GSM A down to Warninghattan and beyond. We have the main lines out of Guard City Exchange, which does include GSP. So this main line here is all one main line, right the way up to Guard City Exchange. But we also have the high speed network, which I'm not going to let out the high speed network yet because it's not finished. It doesn't feel fair. But we have the main line out of GSJ. We have the main lines, because there's 2, out of GSG. So there's this one, and there's also this one. And technically, there's this third one as well, up to Dartbourne. But eventually, it will extend from Plentborough Junction off this way to the northeast. So that's the one that I'll be franchising there. So there's 3 lines out of GSG. And then there's, of course, 2 main lines out of GSMI. There's the higher speed one, and then there's the lower speed one. They're the main lines that I'm offering for franchise. So what you have to do, if you want to have a line named in your honour, if you want to donate, you're more than welcome to. I believe there's a link to my Patreon in the description. If there isn't, let me know and I'll put one. You can either donate, if you wish, help keep the channel going, or if you're a long-standing viewer, and again, I know who my long-standing viewers are, so don't try and pretend to be one if you know you're not one, because I will know, and you'll be in trouble. But comment below and tell me which line you want and what you want it to be called. Now, I can't guarantee that you will get the line that you want, because someone else might beat you to it. But what I can guarantee is if you are the only one who has asked for that line, it will be yours. So once again, there's one main line out of GCX, which is Guard City Exchange, that's what it's called now. There are 3 lines out of GSG, there's 1 line out of GSJ, there's 2 lines out of GSMI, and there's 1 line out of GSMA. So how many is that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 lines, I think. So 8 viewers can have lines named after them. And as we build more and more main lines, there'll be more and more availability to franchise it. Also, let me know what colour trains you want. Again, I can't guarantee that I can't guarantee that you will get the exact colour you want, because unfortunately, I am quite limited. Why can't I click on that? I am quite limited in what colours I can give you. So, I mean, passenger coaches I can do. DMUs I haven't recoloured yet. EMUs I have, as you well know. Diesel engines, if you just want the engines recoloured, let me know, and I'll try and do that. Or the electric engines and the coaches and the freight wagons, let me know what you want recoloured, and I'll do my best to make it happen. But let's start this train off, shall we? Got it on autofill. Yes. So I can start this train off. I'm going to leave that one there for now. We're not going to start it off yet. I'm going to try and fill this up first, and then we're going to start her off. Now I'm hoping you go into this platform and then reverse to where you're supposed to be. That's what I'm hoping for. I do need to put a second crossover there. Nope, you're going that way, are you? Okay. I'll spin you round, no problem. Like so. Now you should run to where you're supposed to be. Good. And we'll let you autofill. Now over here, this should be a lot easier. The electric one should be a heck of a lot easier, because I've gone straight past it. We have this, which is freight only. So I pop that in, freight only, nice and simple. And what I love about this train is it works on third rail as well as overhead. Don't tell me you don't go in there. Oh, you only haul mail carriages. Okay. I thought you might go for high speed, but that's fine. Like so. That's pretty cool as well. So this one, same deal. Now this one I'm going to run on this line first, I think, up to Plaything Field and back, because it's a longer route. I just think that's a better option for me right now. So you're going to run here, and you're going to run here. Now at this point, I'm going to make sure that it runs via these platforms. So you hold control and it goes non-stop. Oh, hang on. That's not what I wanted to do. Non-stop via. There is a way of doing that. I can't remember how you do it. We'll come back to that in a second. So Genning, Dard and Fronston. Big station, sort of. It's not actually that big. But you're just going to run via there. You're not actually going to stop there. That's just so that, again, the fast trains, because I believe this top speed is 100 miles per hour. Yes. So it's just making sure that the fast express trains are uninterrupted still. Okie dokie. Next stop, Fennington Interchange. Like so. And then again, Gronding with Heights. I'm going to change these as I go along so I don't forget later. Like so. Right, carry on this way. Carry on this way through all of here, to the next big station, which is Flunborough South. Don't know why I put that one in twice. I'm not doing that yet. We will be in a bit, but not right now. Right, so you go via Fiffinwell City Slow. Like so. And and then you're all the way along like this. Preston West, should I do via? No. We're just going to come up here, we're going to go via Plaything Field Terminus South, Plaything Field. And then on the way back, we're going to go via Preston West. Non-stop via. And then we're going to go via... We're not going to go via, we're going to go to Flunborough South. And then we're going to go via Warnfield. Non-stop via. You can still see the trains are sorting themselves out from before. Not convenient, but oh well. Oh, zoom in. Too far out. To Fennington Interchange. It's all the way down here. And then after Fennington, we're going to go via Landfield, not Larnfield. Completely different place, Larnfield. Like that. And then carry on this way, carry on this way, carry on this way, carry on this way. All the way through here, through here, through here. Now you can kind of count this as express mail. I'd like to see if I can get some mail trains running on the high-speed network as well, because that would be pretty damn cool if I could get that working. But I don't know yet. Not sure if that's a thing. But you're going to then go to there, and then from here you're going to go to there, 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 and there. Perfect. So that is service. This is far end, no loading, no unloading. Like that. You are far end, no loading, no unloading. Like that. Let's open this right the way up, shall we? You are far end, no loading. And you are just far end. Perfect. No speed limits here, because it's all on the main line. There's no sections through cities or anything like that. 1,000 ticks for all of these. How full are you with mail right now? Not the greatest. It will get better. Don't you worry, it will get better. Right, once we get down to here, this one's only going to be 500 because once again it's only unloading, there's no loading involved. Like so. And then you're going to be 2,500. Come on. Like so. You're going to be 100. And you're going to be 2,500. Autofill you. New group. M. GSP/MI to P, and you are 8 units. Again, I need to go all the way through and recategorize all these trains properly, but I'm doing it by number of vehicles that actually carry commodities, or carry goods. So in this case, I'm counting a passenger as a good. So, in this scenario here, there's 2 locos at either end, so there's only 6 carriages that actually carry useful stuff. Useful stuff? Is that even a thing? There's only 2... sorry, there's only... Hang on, I've got this stuck in my head now. Because I've just realised something. Right, so there are 2 vehicles on the diesel mail train that don't carry anything, so they're excluded from the vehicle count. Whereas in this one, all vehicles carry goods, so they're included. The 2 power cars are included in the count, because that makes sense. Let's check this, capacities. Yep. You're all set up and ready to go. Did I autofill? I did. In that case, off you go. Make sure this runs into the platform properly like it's supposed to. Now these, I quite like these in red, because they remind me a lot of the travelling post office trains that used to run out of Euston and Paddington, I believe, were the two places. But they probably ran from loads of other main stations as well. But Euston and Paddington were the two specifically, I believe. Again, I could be totally wrong, but I think they were the two that were specifically set up for that purpose. Someone tell me in the comments if I've got that right or not. Also, if you want to franchise the mail trains, same principle. Or if you want to be put on the waiting list for the goods trains, or if you want that's my phone. If you want a power station or whatever named after you, that's how you do it. Or a freight terminal. In the future, it will be open to donators only, but right now, I feel like I've had so many loyal viewers throughout this series. People who've been with me since the start, people who've been with the channel since the start. So I feel like I owe you guys first, and then I'll open it for donators. Anyway, we've got lots of mail wanting to go to lots of different locations, so I'm looking forward to getting that set up. We've pretty much come to the end of today's episode though, so we've got the mail train started. Next episode, I might do it off camera, but I might do it in next episode. We're going to increase the number of mail services coming out of these platforms. So, Qfield is the next target, really, and I believe we can reach that. We'll have to do some clever trickery to get the trains from this platform out, or we can have some kind of mail system that runs through the city to GSG, which is all the way over here. I do have a freight good stop there. I might add another one in and have either trams or lorries carry the mail through the city to key points within the city as well. I want a big goods network within Greater Guard City, so that the goods will actually be delivered to outside stations, such as the terminals, and then they'll be carried on from there. And then obviously from here up north to Qfield via this route. This one goes to Qfield. This one currently goes to Playthingfield, although it will be extended in the future, I'm sure. Right. What's this train waiting for? Both these trains wanting to go in that platform. This must be the fallout still from that horrible mess up we had off camera. But that's fine. As long as it's fixing itself now, I don't have a problem with it. Alright then guys, enough dilly-dallying. It is time to end today's episode, so thank you very much for watching. Leave a like. Don't forget to leave a like if you're enjoying the video, and of course if you're enjoying the series. Drop some comments down below for ideas for future episodes. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to my channel, thank you guys for your continued support. And until next time, I will see you soon.